This is Alberta Hemsley of Withrow International High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we're going to look at volume using a ruler. You need to remember that in chemistry, we always look to divide the last measurement we see into 10 parts. We're going to start today by finding the volume of this tape dispenser box. To start, pick any corner, and we're going to identify our corner with this yellow arrow. We will now identify 3 directions from this corner. First, a blue direction. We'll identify the next direction by a green arrow. The last direction on our box is going to be the purple arrow. We could call these length, width, and height. It doesn't matter which one is which. We'll start by measuring the blue arrow side. And here we bring the edge of the box to the 0. Now we'll set up the ruler to measure the blue side. We will read this value to 2 decimals. This one will be 7.60. We will now measure the green arrow side of the box. Set one side of the box at 0. On the other side of the green arrow, we read to 7.76 centimeters. Last, we read to the purple side of the box. We start the purple side at 0 and measure down to the other end. Note that this value goes just a little past the 17.3. We're going to call this one 17.31. Now we multiply our 3 values together. First, 7.60 times 7.76 times 17.31 equals this large number with many decimals. Now we need to round to 2 decimals because all of our measurements were in 2 decimals. The third decimal is a 4. The 7 stays the same. So now we know the volume of our box. And that value is 1020.87 centimeters cubed. Let's find the volume of this jewel box. First, we identify a corner from which to take our 3 different sides. We have a blue direction, a green direction, and last, the thin direction. So we have 3 directions going from the corner that we picked. We could call them length, width, and height. First, we measure the blue direction. We start the blue direction at 0, and this goes over to 14.22. Now the green direction, start at 0. This side goes over to 12.40. And now the purple side, start at 0, and it goes to 0.05. Now we multiply our 3 values together. First, 14.22 times 12.40 times 0.50 equals this number with 3 decimals, and because our values all have 2 decimals, this one needs to have 2 decimals. We look to the third decimal place, and it's a 4, less than 5. So the 6 will stay the same. So now we know that our jewel case has a volume of 88.16 centimeters cubed. Let's take a look at one last shape that students seem to have a lot of trouble with. Pick your corner from which to go in 3 directions. A blue direction, a green direction, and a purple direction. Start the blue direction at 0, and it goes to exactly 1.00 centimeters. Now we go to the green side, and it also goes to 1.00 centimeters. Now here's where many students go wrong. They choose this third side as the same as the other 2 sides. You're going to give me 2 short sides and a long side. This long side is exactly 10.00 centimeters. Now we multiply the three values together. 1.00 times 1.00 times 10.00 equals 10.00. Let's review. When measuring a regular object with a ruler, pick a corner, any corner. Measure the three directions from that corner to 2 decimal places. Multiply them together. And take your answer and round it to 2 decimal places because you measured everything to 2 decimal places. There you have it, measuring volume with a ruler. Enjoy!